Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Quick Tips. Steven here with Team Youphoric, and over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be discussing how ObeseToBeast could have prevented his loose skin from happening by giving you 6 strategies to help prevent loose skin from happening and to help manage it. Tip number 1 that could have helped ObeseToBeast prevent his loose skin from happening has to do with your mindset. With regard to mindset, a lot of people fall into the trap of thinking that they have to overhaul their entire life and change everything all at once. And this is going to be absolutely disastrous. You may have heard of the statistic that 95% of diets fail, and that is a completely bullshit made up statistic. It only ever was able to be produced once and it was never reproduced since, and people just keep regurgitating it. But the truth is, it's not that 95% of diets fail, it's that 95% of people fail. And the reason that people fail is because they take on way too much more than they can handle. This is a mistake that I made early on in my coaching practice. Earlier on, I'd been coaching for over 19 years, and from 2004 until 2009, my success rate wasn't really that great. And a lot of people, they would tend to fall off and they wouldn't really see the results that they would want to see. And I used to always blame my clients. And this is something that a lot of coaches fall into the trap. Rather than looking at what exactly am I doing wrong to help coach them, you look at the person and say, okay, well, they're just not doing everything that I told them. But if you give somebody too much that they can't handle, they're going to fail. From 2010 up until today, my success rate has been over 99%. And the reason is because I've simplified things a lot more. Back in 2004, when I first started, I used to come up with a list of every single thing that everybody was doing wrong. And I would want them to completely change everything about their lifestyle. And it was completely unrealistic. And that is why most people failed. And then in 2010, I completely changed my strategy. I believe it was in Leo Babauta's The Power of Habit book, where he discusses the power of just making small little changes. So if you make one change in your life and you focus all of your time, effort, and energy into that one habit, your chance of succeeding is going to be 80%. If you try to focus on 2 habits, your chances of success are going to drop down to below 50%. And if you focus on 3 or more habits, your probability of success is going to be less than 5%. So if you want to try and maximize your chances of succeeding, you want to pick one habit and you want to focus all of your time, effort, and energy into that one habit. So if your diet is off, your water consumption is off, your sleep is off, you have 50 million things that are wrong, don't try and change everything all at once. Pick one thing, find the one thing that is going to make the biggest impact in your life, focus all of your time, effort, and energy into that one habit. And then once you are comfortable and you have succeeded at that one habit, you're going to build up a little bit more confidence and you'll be able to tackle harder habits. Now, with regard to the one habit that you do choose, you don't want to pick the hardest habit possible. You want to pick the hardest habit that you know you can accomplish. So if you have a list of 20 different habits, if the habit that is going to make the biggest change is something that you're not confident that you're going to be able to do, then go down to the next most important habit and keep doing that until you find one that you are 100% confident that you could follow that one habit every single day to make that positive change. Then, as you develop more confidence, you're going to be able to tackle those difficult habits more later on. But in a couple days, we're going to be going over the second strategy for how you can help to prevent loose skin.